1. Which of her two sons did Rebekah, love more? A. She loved them both equally. B. Sometimes she loved one more, and sometimes she loved the other more. C. Yakov, Jacob. D. Esau, Esau. The correct answer is C. Yakov, Jacob. 2. What did Yakov, Jacob, bring Yitzhak, Isaac, to drink as part of the meal prepared by Rebekah? A. Wine. B. Wine and water mixed together. C. Water. D. Lentil soup. The correct answer is A. Wine. 3. What was the name of the first new well that Yitzhak, Isaac, dug? A. Esau. B. Sitnah. C. Beersheba, D. Rehoboth. The correct answer is A. Esau. 4. What was the name of wife of Yitzhak, Isaac? A. Rivkah, Rebekah. B. Rachel. C. Leah. D. Sarah. The correct answer is A. Rivkah, Rebekah. 5. What was the name of the second wife of Esau? A. Hagar. B. Bosmat. C. Sarah. D. Yehudit, Judith. The correct answer is B. Bosmat. 6. How many new wells did the servants of Yitzhak, Isaac, dig? A. 1. B. 7. C. 3. D. 10. The correct answer is C. 3. 7. What did Yitzhak, Isaac, ask Esau, when he came to Yitzhak after Yakov, Jacob, had been blessed? A. Why did Yakov lie to me? B. What is this food that you are bringing? C. Who are you? D. Why have you come back? The correct answer is C. Who are you? 8. How did Yitzhak, Isaac, determine whether the son who brought him the food was really Esau? A. He listened to his voice carefully. B. He felt his skin. C. He smelled his clothes. D. He asked him questions whose answers only Esau would know. The correct answer is B. He felt his skin. 9. Whose daughter did Esau, marry after Yakov, Jacob, fled to Paddan Aram? A. The daughter of Ishmael. B. The daughter of Laban. C. The daughter of Bethuel. D. Yakov. The correct answer is A. The daughter of Ishmael. 10. What did Yitzhak, Isaac, ask Esau, to do so that he would bless him? A. Bring him the food that Rebekah, prepared for him. B. Go and make peace with Jacob. C. Hunt an animal and prepare from it a meal for him. D. Prepare lentil soup for him to eat. The correct answer is C. Hunt an animal and prepare from it a meal for him. 11. What did God command Yitzhak, Isaac, to do when he was deciding where to go during the famine? A. To go anywhere he wanted except to Mitzrayim. B. Not to leave Canaan. C. To go to Mitzrayim, Egypt, like Abraham, had done. D. To go to his wife's family in Haran. The correct answer is B. Not to leave Canaan. 12. Who came to Yitzhak, Isaac, after Yakov, Jacob, received the blessings and left? A. Esau. B. Ishmael. C. Yakov and Esau together. D. Rebekah. The correct answer is A. Esau. 13. Why did Rebekah, tell Yakov, Jacob, to leave his father's house? A. To find a wife. B. To study Torah, Bible. C. To get away from Yitzhak, Isaac, who was angry that Yakov tricked him. D. She heard that Esau, was waiting to kill Yakov. The correct answer is D. she heard that Esau, was waiting to kill Yakov. 14. What did Esau, do when he found out that his father had mistakenly blessed Yakov, Jacob? A. He complained to his mother that she had always loved Yakov more than him. B. He vowed vengeance on his brother. C. He cried bitterly and begged his father Yitzhak, Isaac, for a blessing also. D. He convinced himself that he really didn't need the blessings anyway. The correct answer is C. He cried bitterly and begged his father Yitzhak, Isaac, for a blessing also. 15. What happened to Yitzhak, Isaac, when he became old? A. He became blind. B. He lost his ability to walk. C. He lost his memory. D. He became deaf. The correct answer is A. He became blind. 16. What did Yitzhak, Isaac, call the first redug well that was not sabotaged by the Pastime, Philistines? A. Kiryat Arba. B. Beersheba, Beersheba. C. Chevron, Hebron. D. Rehovot, Rehoboth. The correct answer is D. Rehovot, Rehoboth. 17. How did Rebecca, use goat skins to make Yitzhak, Isaac, believe that Yakov, Jacob, was Esau? A. She covered Yaakov's neck and arms with the goat skins. B. She covered Yaakov's clothes with the goat skins. C. She covered Yaakov's legs with the goat skins. D. She covered Yaakov's face with the goat skins. The correct answer is A. She covered Yaakov's neck and arms with the goat skins. 18. Why did Jacob, think that his father Yitzhak, Isaac, would not believe that he was Esau? A. They had different voices. B. Yakov was shorter than Esau. C. Yitzhak would see that he was not Esau. D. If Yitzhak felt his skin, he would feel that it was smooth, not hairy like Esau's. The correct answer is D. If Yitzhak felt his skin, he would feel that it was smooth, not hairy like Esau's. 19. What did Jacob, give Esau, in exchange for his birthright? A. Roast sheep and salt. B. Bread and lentil soup. C. Porridge. D. Lamb stew. The correct answer is B. Bread and lentil soup. 20. Where did Rebecca, tell Jacob, to go when he would flee from Esau? A. To the palace of Joseph, in Mitzrayim, Egypt. B. To King Abimelech of Gerar in the land of the Pastime, Philistines. C. To her brother Laban, in Charan, Haran. D. To her grandfather's home in Aram Naharaim. The correct answer is C. To her brother Laban, in Charan, Haran. 21. What was the name of the Philistine, king of Gerar in the time of Yitzhak, Isaac? A. Pharaoh. B. Pickle. C. Abimelech. D. Melchizedek. The correct answer is C. Abimelech. 22. What did Esau, conclude after Yitzhak, Isaac, sent Jacob, away? A. That his father didn't like the Canaanite women. B. That now he had a chance to get a blessing from his father. C. That his father was angry with Jacob. D. That his father knew that he wanted to kill Yakov and was therefore angry with him. The correct answer is A. That his father didn't like the Canaanite women. 23. What was the name of the firstborn son of Yitzhak, Isaac? A. Laban. B. Yakov, Jacob. C. Abraham. D. Esau. The correct answer is D. Esau. 24. How old was Yitzhak, Isaac, when he got married? A. 60. B. 40. C. 13. D. 33. The correct answer is B. 40. 25. What did Yitzhak, Isaac, do to the wells that his father had dug? A. He gave them new names. B. He redug them after the Pastime, Philistines, had filled them up. C. He took them back from the Pastime. D. He gave them as a peace treaty offering to the Pastime. The correct answer is B. He redug them after the Pastime, Philistines, had filled them up. 26. How did Yitzhak, Isaac, react after he felt Yakov, Jacob, on his skin before blessing him? A. He realized that it was Yakov. B. He called Rivka, Rebecca, to come and tell him which son was in front of him. C. He was convinced that it was Esau. D. The voice is the voice of Yakov, but the hands are the hands of Esau. The correct answer is D. The voice is the voice of Yakov, but the hands are the hands of Esau. 27. What did Rivka, Rebecca, tell Yakov, Jacob, to bring her? A. 2 young kid goats. B. A lamb. C. Anything that he finds in the field. D. Lentil soup. The correct answer is A. 2 young kid goats. 28. What was unusual about the first twin son who was born to Yitzhak, Isaac? A. He was covered with red hair. B. He could already talk when he was born. C. He was holding on to his heel. D. He had no hair. The correct answer is A. He was covered with red hair. 29. To what did God compare the children of Yitzhak, Isaac, when he told Yitzhak not to leave Canaan? A. The dust on the ground. B. The fish in the ocean. C. The stars of the sky. D. The sand of the desert. The correct answer is C. The stars of the sky. 30. How many times did Yakov, Jacob, trick Esau, according to Esau's claim? A. 5 times. B. Once. C. 3 times. D. Twice. The correct answer is D. Twice. 31. Which enemy of Yitzhak, Isaac, proposed a peace treaty? A. Avimelech, the king of Gerar. B. Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim, Egypt. C. Yitro the Amalekite. D. Bethuel the army, Bethel the Aramean. The correct answer is A. Avimelech, the king of Gerar. 32. What was the name of the wife that Esau, married after Yakov, Jacob, fled to Paddan Aram? A. Timnah. B. Bosmat. C. Yehudit, Judith. D. Michaelit. The correct answer is D. Michaelit. 33. Who was listening when Yitzhak, Isaac, promised to bless Esau? A. Rivka and Yakov together. B. Abraham. C. Rivka, Rebecca. D. Yakov, Jacob. The correct answer is C. Rivka, Rebecca. 34. Where did Yitzhak, Isaac, tell Yakov, Jacob, to go to find a wife? A. To the Pastime, Philistines. B. To Mitzrayim, Egypt. C. To the family of Rivka, Rebecca, in Paddan Aram. D. To the Bnei Chet, the children of Heth. The correct answer is C. To the family of Rivka, Rebecca, in Paddan Aram. 35. What was the name of the second son of Yitzhak, Isaac? A. Eliezer. B. Joseph. C. Esau. D. Yakov, Jacob. The correct answer is D. Yakov, Jacob. 36. What reason did God provide to Yitzhak, Isaac, for blessing his offspring? A. Because Yitzhak, Isaac, listened to God and did not travel to Mitzrayim, Egypt, during the famine. B. Because Moses, would bring down the 10 Commandments at Mount Sinai. C. Because Eliyahu, Elijah would sanctify God's name at Mount Carmel against the false prophets of Baal. D. Because Abraham listened to the voice of God and obeyed his commands. The correct answer is D. Because Abraham listened to the voice of God and obeyed his commands. 37. Where did Yitzhak, Isaac, go when he left the valley of Gerar? A. Charan, Haran. B. Mitzrayim, Egypt. C. Beersheba, D. Chevron, Hebron. The correct answer is C. Beersheba. 38. Where did God appear to Yitzhak, Isaac, at night? A. Gerar. B. Belakiroi. C. Beersheba. D. Chevron, Hebron. The correct answer is C. Beersheba. 39. What was the name of the first wife of Esau? A. Hagar. B. Yehudit, Judith. C. Rivka, Rebecca. D. Keturah. The correct answer is B. Yehudit, Judith. 40. Where did Rebecca, send Yakov, Jacob, to find food for Yitzhak, Isaac? A. His tent. B. The field. C. The flock. D. Her family. The correct answer is C. The flock. 41. What did Yitzhak, Isaac, want to give Esau, before he died? A. A new coat. B. The birthright. C. Soup. D. A blessing. The correct answer is D. A blessing. 42. How old was Yitzhak, Isaac, when his children were born? A. 60. B. 40. C. 79. D. 100. The correct answer is A. 60. 43. What did Jacob, take to his father in addition to meat? A. Soup. B. Water. C. Butter. D. Bread. The correct answer is D. Bread. 44. What did Jacob, wear in order to make Yitzhak, Isaac, believe that Yakov was Esau? A. Esau's old clothes. B. His own clothes, but she dirtied them so they would seem like Esau's. C. Esau's clean clothes. D. Goat skin. The correct answer is C. Esau's clean clothes. 45. What was the favorite pastime of Esau? A. Studying Torah, Bible. B. Cooking. C. Hunting. D. Talking to his father. The correct answer is C. Hunting. 46. What did Yitzhak, Isaac, ask Jacob, to do after he finished eating and drinking? A. To take away the dishes on which he had eaten. B. To come close so that he could bless him. C. To kiss him. D. To prove that he was Esau. The correct answer is C. To kiss him. 47. Why did Yitzhak, Isaac, go to the land of the Philistines? A. He wanted to reclaim the wells that his father had dug there. B. There was a famine. C. He was running away from Esau. D. To reconfirm the covenant that his father had made with the Pastime. The correct answer is B. There was a famine. 48. How old was Esau, when he got married? A. 40. B. 50. C. 30. D. 13. The correct answer is A. 40. 49. What did Jacob, request from Esau, in return for the soup he had cooked? A. His birthright. B. His coat. C. That he should go and bring him some meat. D. His father's blessings. The correct answer is A. His birthright. 50. Who prepared the food that Yakov, Jacob, brought to his father Yitzhak, Isaac? A. Isaac, Esau. B. Rivka, Rebekah. C. The nurse of Rivka. D. Yakov. The correct answer is B. Rivka, Rebekah. 51. Who was the father-in-law of Yitzhak, Isaac? A. Goliath ha-Plishti, Goliath the Philistine. B. Potiphar the Misri, Egyptian. C. Bethuel the Arami, Bethel the Aramean. D. Haman the Agagi, Agagite. The correct answer is C. Bethuel the Arami, Bethel the Aramean. 52. What did Yitzhak, Isaac, tell the people of Gerar about Rivka, Rebekah? A. That she was his mother. B. That she was his wife and that God would punish them if they harmed her. C. That she was his daughter. D. That she was his sister. The correct answer is D. That she was his sister. 53. Before Yakov, Jacob, fled his home, which women did Yitzhak, Isaac, warn him not to marry? A. The daughters of Ishmael, Ishmael. B. The daughters of Esau, Esau. C. The daughters of the Canaanites. D. Relatives of Rivka, Rebekah. The correct answer is C. The daughters of the Canaanites. 54. Why did Abimelech tell Yitzhak, Isaac, to leave Gerar? A. He wanted to take the wells that Abraham, had dug. B. He was worried that one of the people would harm Rivka, Rebekah, and God would punish them all. C. He had become wealthier than the Philistines, and they were jealous of him. D. The famine in the rest of the land was over. The correct answer is C. He had become wealthier than the Philistines, and they were jealous of him. 55. What will happen to those who bless Yakov, Jacob, according to the blessing bestowed by Yitzhak, Isaac? A. They will be blessed. B. They will be successful in agriculture. C. They will win all of their battles. D. They will have lots of children. The correct answer is A. They will be blessed. 56. For how long did Rebekah, tell Yakov, Jacob, to stay away when he fled the wrath of Esau? A. 7 years. B. 22 years. C. Until Esau's anger would dissipate, at which point she would send a message for Yakov to come back. D. Until he would be wealthy enough to bribe Esau not to kill him. The correct answer is C. Until Esau's anger would dissipate, at which point she would send a message for Yakov to come back. 57. In the time of Yitzhak, Isaac, what did the Philistines do to the wells dug by Abraham? A. They dumped sand in them to seal them up. B. They gave them as presents to Yitzhak as part of a peace treaty. C. They used the water as if it belonged to them. D. They called the wells by new names. The correct answer is A. They dumped sand in them to seal them up.